Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Artemix11 and today I just thought I'd do a tutorial on how to make a YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so what you're going to want to do first is go to File, New, and now right away you can just call this YouTube thumbnail. I think I spelled that wrong. Oh well, let's just call it tutorial. Now width 1280, height 720. Now resolution I usually just keep it 100 pixel inch. RGB color 8-bit, kind of regular, just white background. You can do whatever you want really, because we're going to be changing it to a gradient. Okay, what I like to do is I like to take a gradient. Now this kind of depends on the style of your YouTube channel or something, but I'm gonna go with, let's do a blue color or something. Though I usually do black and red, I kind of like the blue. I think you usually pick, we can find out. Let's pick a sort of lighter color and a darker color. Let's just take that and make it darker. Maybe even a bit more blue. There. Okay, let's try this. Oop, nope. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to grab your gradient tool. Actually, what I like to do first is if you don't have these rulers here, you can just hold down Control or Command R depending on if you're a Mac or PC, and then you can just drag this around, and eventually you'll see it will snap, just like it did there. You see how I'm moving the mouse, and like it would up here, but it'll snap to the middle. Do this from both sides. Now you get this nice little this nice little middle kind of marker. But what you can do is you can put your mouse right there in the middle and just drag towards the corner like that. So yeah, it goes from light to dark like that. So now what you can do is, I'm not sure where I got this brush, but actually it's a brush. I'm sure you can find it if you just search for it. It's this, I just used it recently when I made my last thumbnail, so it's right up. It's this, where is it? I scroll down, here they all are. It's, no, it's down even more. I really don't know, but it's one of these brushes here. It's that one right there. So, you can just search, it's right there. I'll have it in the description if I can find the download, or if I can find it on my computer, then I'll send it to you. But basically, well, not send it to you, I'll put it in the description. So, you just want to grab a brush. I'd use your light blue color. You just want to find the middle, make sure it's big enough to fit your canvas. Then just click. And you kind of get this nice little color here. You can use a different color. You could even use black or something, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Now you got this. You can use whatever color. Now you might even want to undo that, make a new layer, and do that again. So now you have a bit more customization to this. You can set it to soft lay, overlay. You can basically set it to any separate blending option you want. I'm just gonna leave it to normal, and you can even go like, you can even add a outer glow to it, and you'll get this nice outer glow if you just come in here, down the opacity of it, maybe change the color to bluish like that. You can basically do whatever you want. You could even make it black. Not to be racist. That. Can you see that? Oh, it's set to screen normal. So you can do something like this, add a nice, or you can add a stroke. That's a bit weird, but yeah, maybe just a nice little subtle outer glow. So let's just do that real fast. get a blue here, light blue or something. Turn down the opacity, so you just have this nice little thing that doesn't affect it too much, just adds a little bit more to it. So yeah, let's get off this brush tool. So now let's do one other theme. How about we go, let's add some text. Yeah, let's do that. That's like the main thing. You just want some nice big bold text. Let's just type in Photoshop. Oh, there it is. Photoshop tutorial. Yeah, I have this nice bold text, but no, if you don't have this, I'll link a website in the description where you can get some pretty nice text in a huge variety. Another bold default text, if it is, why don't I type it in? It's impact, yes. Now, but with this, you just have to make everything capitalize. Just like that. So it's this nice big bold text that you just get real nice. So I'm actually going to use this for this tutorial. So let's just do a bit more stuff here. Okay, let's just set this back to 100. So this is how it will be when you get it. Now you can obviously spread this out, scrunch it in, but this, oh wait, why am I doing that? 100. Let's just make this about 200. No, not that much. No, that's 2,000. No wonder. Oh, but adding another 5 to the end makes all the difference, right? Let's do 50. Yeah, that looks about good. 150 pixels. Let's set this to about the same. 150. Maybe even a little bit closer. It's all personal preference, pretty much. You can obviously change this around depending on what you want. So let's just center this to the middle. It locks in just like the rulers did. It just snaps just like that. Or if you have it over here and you don't really want to snap it to the rulers, then another thing you can do is if you have your move tool selected and your text layer selected, you can do Control A or Command A and it'll select the whole thing. Then you get these little align tools up here, so you can just click the second one and the second to last one. That just aligns it perfectly in the center. Control D to deselect. So now you have this nice big bold text. Now with the colors here, it is not as bold, but what you can do is let's add some effects to it. How about we go into our blending options. Let's do a stroke. Where are you? Stroke. Maybe like a 1 pixel stroke. Looks good. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's another thing you can do, an inner shadow. I have mine set already. Just like this. I think it's default, but that's what I do sometimes to get some like indented text. Another thing you can do is you can do an inner glow and a gradient overlay. A gradient overlay, it doesn't have to be like this, but what you can do is you can if you have multiple like this, you can do reflected, so when it comes from the middle, you can grab your gradient here, you can make it a very, very, very light gray, just like this, and it just goes out kind of like that, and it just adds a little bit of eye candy to it, maybe even a bit more. And by eye candy, I just mean something that you don't really notice spot on, but you do kind of, it affects it a little. So there. Let's try the inner glow again. Oh, and you maybe even you want to, depending on the color of your background, maybe you want to just do a, this is the gradient overlay. Why? Oh yeah, that's because it's supposed to be, actually this is supposed to be, one sec. No, just click on it and I'll be transparent. That's this, isn't it? Wait, no, you just turned on the opacity. Why am I so confused at the moment? Oh well. You can change this to maybe your blue color. It's not going to be super noticeable, but again, a little bit of eye candy always helps. Just grab color. So yeah, there we go. You can obviously mess around with this settings. Maybe, what's that do? Oh, that's just kind of like the size, yeah. Wasn't even looking at what it did. So you can obviously do what you want. I'm going to kind of just leave it at that, nice little glow, and click OK. Now, your text is still kind of out there, but if you want to leave it here, you can pretty much leave it here. So, and wow, I'm doing a lot of time on this. Okay, let's just make one more layer. This is the last scene. Let's grab our box selection. Select a box around it. Just like that. And what is it? We take our white, hold Control and click back. No, Alt, click back. Wait, no, if it's just default like this, then you hit Control and click back. What you can do now, just click Enter, deselect. No, don't click Enter. Just deselect it. Move it under your text, and you can change the layer mode to overlay. And you already get this kind of nice scene, but turn down the opacity a bit, and you get this nice little box. Okay, another thing you can do is you can, on this box, let's just turn it down a little bit more. You can come into your blending options. You can do a stroke. This. Maybe tone down the opacity, maybe. This. Set it to, thinking. What can we do? It's pretty much good right there, depending on what colors you have too. We'll also, oh wait, what am I in? I'm not even in my stroke. Class 3. So yeah, set it to overlay. That, yep, that's real nice. And you can also add a drop shadow to it, and whatever you want to do with this basically is, it's pretty much up to you what you want to do with this. It's yours. It's your little thing. Why should I tell you exactly what you need to do with it? Let's just turn up the size here. There we go, so that blends it in a lot nicer, and so yeah, you can just do whatever you want with this. I mean, it's your thumbnail, so to say. And yeah, that's about it for this video. It's getting kind of long. I might cut it down in editing. So, thank you for watching this episode of Artemis 11. Signing out. See you next time.
Bye.